Hello friends. So, does anyone remember my first YouTube video? How awkward it was, how bad quality it was. Yeah, but the video idea was good. It was colored vinyl. Now, because I'm so embarrassed with that first video, I'm going to redo my colored vinyl collection. This has more, so it's kind of like an updated version, and the sound quality won't be disgusting. Also guys, I just want to tell you that I will link my full record collection below, my old colored vinyl collection video, and if you didn't already know, I have an Instagram page where I post pictures of my record collection. They're higher quality, better quality, so if you don't really like how you're seeing them here, you can go check out that Instagram page. It is sophietag.vinyl. I'll link that below. I'll make a little bubble, so check that out if you haven't already. This should be a good angle so you can see the records that I'm holding up, and let's just go. I'm gonna start my 7 inches. Roll through those, and then we'll go to the 12 inches and the 10 inches. I have hair all over me. All right, let's just go. I'm gonna start off with As It Is, this Mind of Mine. I know I've showed this in a few of my videos. It is pressed on a mustard yellow colored vinyl. Next, I have Beach Slang's Cheap Thrills on a Dead End Street. This one is pressed on a lime green colored vinyl. I think this one's super pretty. Next is a record store day release. It is Bring Me the Horizons live from Maida Valley. I might be saying that wrong. I always say it wrong. And it is a picture disc. I think that's really sick. I was really excited about this one. Next is also a record store day release. It is Gerard Way's Pinkish. This I actually found like 3 or 4 months after record store day, so that was really exciting. This is pressed on a super cool purple, white, and pink vinyl. I think it's awesome. Next I have Moose Blood's Honey Single. It is a pretty bubblegum pink color. Next, I have one that is one of my favorites. It is Real Friends, 3 Songs About the Past Year of My Life. This one is pressed on a bright yellow, which I thought was kind of random, but I'm gonna support it. I like it. This next one, I don't know if it's considered colored vinyl because it's a flexi disc, but it's not standard black, so I'm gonna count it. Safe to Say's Zoe alternate version. I'm obsessed with this. If you have not listened to Safe to Say, you're missing out big time. Next, another one of my favorite EPs is Seaway's All in My Head. It is a tri-colored blue, which I thought was really cool because usually I don't see tri-colors on 7 inches. And lastly, for my 7 inches, I have the Wonder Years Manton Street. And this one is pressed on a bright orange colored vinyl, which is also really exciting. Okay, getting right into my 12 inches. I'm going to be doing alphabetical order. And the first one is one by All Time Low. Don't Panic, It's Longer Now. And it is pressed on this gorgeous tricolor record. This was Hopeless Records limited edition press, I believe, that you can only get on, I think, merch now or hopelessrecords.com. But I was really excited about it because Don't Panic is my favorite All Time Low release. Next is All Time Low's most recent release, Future Hearts. This one is pressed on a beautiful baby blue colored vinyl. Moving on to another artist, As It Is, Never Happy Ever After. I've gotten a lot of comments and stuff about the way this record looks because it is so cool. It is a translucent blue with glitter in it. It's supposed to look like a starry night sky. I think it's awesome. Another record I've talked much about, Basement's Promise Everything. I believe this was a Hot Topic exclusive, but it is this Starburst green and white. I think it's really pretty. This is one of my favorite records to play. It's super chill, super relaxing. It's fun to listen to when you're just like hanging out. Beach Slang's The Things We Do to Find People Who Feel Like Us. This one is so pretty. I wasn't expecting this when I bought it. It is this purple with some blue and dark purple and white running through it. It might be hard to see on camera, but it is really pretty. Another one of my favorite records, I know I've been saying this about all of them. This one is Youth by Citizen. It is a plain white press, but I think it complements the artwork beautifully, and I like white records. Another one by Citizen, Everybody Is Going to Heaven. I don't know if this was a Hot Topic exclusive or not, but I got it at Hot Topic, and it is black with some gold running through it. Now, this next one isn't necessarily colored, it's a picture disc, and it's one of my only picture discs, and I'm really excited about it, and it is A Day to Remember's What Separates Me From You. This one is my favorite A Day to Remember's release. I think it's really cool. When I saw this, I freaked out. The back kind of has, I guess what the back of the album would look like, but the cover is really cool to me, and I think that this has some of their best songs. Next, I have one that you guys have probably seen before, and it is Ed Sheeran's Plus. It is pressed on a beautiful translucent orange. I think it's so pretty. Next, I have one from my beloved 8123 family. and it is Eagles in Drag. This one is a bone-colored white, and the side B has some black smokiness coming out of the middle. Knuckle Pucks, The Weight That You Buried. This one is so cool. It is pressed on this purple, pink, magenta color, but then the back has this super cool artwork of a tribal skull. I don't know, I think it's awesome. Copacetic. This one is pressed on a solid neonish green vinyl. I think it complements the artwork beautifully, just like some of the other ones. This next one is Man Overboard's self-titled album. Now, don't throw rocks at me, but I always thought this kind of looked like Throw Up. I mean, it's cool, but the colors are just kind of not pretty together, you know? Next, I have Mayday Parade's Tales Told by Dead Friends 10-inch. This is one of my favorites in my collection. I said this in my last colored vinyl video. It looks like a bumblebee threw up on it. I think it's beautiful, honestly. And then I have the new anniversary edition reissue of Tales Told by Dead Friends, which was just released last week. I bought it at their show on Monday night. This one is colored, and it also has a few cool things about it. First off, I was not expecting this because I thought you could only get it with the pre-order, but it came with a signed postcard. Yes, it's real because I compared it to my friend who also bought this, and the signatures were in different spots, and I thought that was so cool. So it came with that, which was awesome. And if you guys didn't already know and you're going to the tour or you're thinking of ordering this, it's actually a book, which I thought was awesome. It has all the lyrics in it. It's set up to look like an old newspaper or a magazine, and it's just really cool. And as for the vinyl, it is a tricolor, white, black, and yellow, which I thought was also really cool. It complements the artwork beautifully. So yes, just to explain to people, these two are the same releases, if that makes sense, except this is the anniversary edition, which has one new song on it. They just released it last week, whereas this one came out 10 years ago. So they both have the same songs. They both have Just Say You're Not Into It, When I Get Home You're So Dead, Your Song, One Man Drinking Games, but this is the reissue. If anyone was confused, I wasn't going to buy this at the show, but of course I gave in, and it ended up working out because it came with an autograph. Continuing with Mayday Parade, I have A Lesson in Romantics, which is my favorite Mayday Parade release. This one is pressed on this super awesome splatter vinyl. It has some white, black, and orange, and gray in it. I think it's so cool. And then I also have Mayday Parade's Monsters in the Closet. This one is kind of cool. It's pressed on white vinyl with a gold rim. I think that's really pretty. It complements the artwork nicely. And then lastly, in my Mayday Parade collection, I have their most recent album, Black Lines. I believe this was the first press of this album that came out. It has some white and gray splatter coming out of the middle, and then it's all black. I thought it was really cool. When I bought it, I thought it would be standard black press, but I was really excited when it wasn't. Moving on to my favorite in my collection. I say this every video when I show this record. It is The Main's Forever Halloween. We all know I'm the main trash. It has one transparent orange record, which is beautiful. And then it has one standard black press. It kind of complements the whole Halloween aesthetic going on. Next is another The Main release. That almost rolled off my tongue the wrong way. American Candy, their most recent full-length album. Now, I know there were tons of different presses of this record. There was a glow-in-the-dark one, there was a baby blue, there was a Hot Topic exclusive, all these really different ones. However, I have the bubblegum pink press, which as a matter of fact is probably my favorite press out of all of them. I would have probably liked to have the glow in the dark, but other than that one, there is something on this. But other than the glow in the dark, this would probably be my first choice, so I'm really happy I have this one. Next, I have one of my favorite colored vinyl albums. I know I've said this before, and it is Moose Blood's I'll Keep You in Mind from Time to Time. I don't know why I think clear vinyl is so pretty, and I'm obsessed with this. This record store day release of Bleach by Nirvana, covered in full by like a ton of different bands. It is pressed on a silver colored vinyl. Neck Deep's Life's Not Out to Get You, and this is pressed on a solid blue turquoise colored vinyl. And then here I have another Neck Deep album, Wishful Thinking, and this is a very interesting press. I like it, I do like it, but it is purple and yellow with some splatter. It's pretty cool, pretty different than any other ones I have. And then lastly, in my Neck Deep collection, I have Rain in July and A History of Bad Decisions. They are on one record. It was a Hot Topic exclusive. It kind of looks like an Italian flag or a Mexican flag. Just don't hate me. I forget which one is which, but it looks like that. I have another one which I think is super cool, and it is Paris's White Noise. It's half white, half clear, and I just think it's awesome. I don't know why I think clear vinyl is so cool, and I think this just complemented the whole aesthetic of the album incredibly. Next I have one that is a favorite of mine, and it is Pierce the Veils, Collide with the Sky. A bubblegum pink record. I believe it was for breast cancer month, and that's why it was pressed on this color, but it's really pretty and it's upside down, but yay. Pierce the Veil's most recent release, Misadventures. This one is pressed on standard white vinyl. Once again, I think it complements the artwork really beautifully. Now, with the start of my Real Friends collection, I have Put Yourself Back Together. This is my favorite Real Friends release. I've said it all the time. I don't know if it'll pick up on camera, but it is this dark, translucent blue with some purple running through it. It took me a while to see that. I couldn't see it when I first got it. Next, I have Real Friends, Everyone That Dragged You Here. I believe this and Put Yourself Back Together were both Hot Topic exclusives. And this one is really cool. This is pressed on a blue vinyl with some splatter going through it. I think it's really cool. It has really nothing to do with the artwork, but I think the vinyl itself is really cool. I have Real Friends, Maybe This Place Is the Same, and We're Just Changing. This one is sick. I know a lot of people have commented about this one. I don't know how to explain it. It is just someone threw up rainbow, and it is so cool. And lastly, for Real Friends, their most recent release, The Home Inside My Head. This one is super cool as well, and it is this smoky, cloudy, milky black and clear color. More recent purchase, Safe to Say's Hiding Games. I know I've talked about Safe to Say before, and I've been obsessed with them recently. And this one is pressed on a yellow and purple splatter starburst looking vinyl. And then this one I have not shown you guys. I don't think I've posted about it on my vinyl account. I haven't showed it in any of my videos yet. And it is Safe to Say's Down in the Dark, one of their full lengths. I believe it's their most recent full length album. I've been completely obsessed with it. This gray and black splatter is what it looks like. This is honestly probably my favorite album of 2016 so far. It might just end up being my favorite. Moving on, I have State Champs, The Finer Things. Looks like a Pokeball. And then I have State Champs, The Acoustic Things, pressed on standard white like some of the other ones, Around the World and Back. This one is super cool. It is gold, silver, and black starburst splatter. I don't know the correct words. I forgot to mention one, Back with B, and it's because I put it at the end of my shelf. David Bowie's Changes Bowie. Now this my dad gave me, so I was really surprised it was colored when I opened it like a few months ago. It almost looks like it could be glow in the dark. I have not checked if it is glow in the dark, but for being an album that my dad had and listened to before I was like even collecting vinyl, or maybe even bored for that matter, that was really cool. Moving on, I have The Story So Far's Under Soil and Dirt, and this is pressed on this translucent turquoisey blue vinyl. And then I have probably my favorite The Story So Far vinyl I own, just because I like listening to it on vinyl, and it is Songs of The Story So Far. And this is super cool. It is like a tricolor splatter vinyl. It kind of looks like that Mayday Parade one with the yellow, and then the back has the lyrics of the songs on it. And lastly, for The Story So Far, I have their most recent release, self-titled. Looks like cotton candy. I am obsessed with it. Up next, I have Sorority Noises, Joy Departed. This one is super pretty as well. It is like a green, yellow, and blue splatter on a clear vinyl. I think that this is beautiful. One of my favorites in my collection because it is my favorite release by this band. The Wonder Years, The Greatest Generation. It's pressed on cream colored vinyl, I'd say. It's really pretty. It's not just white. It kind of complements the artwork, which I thought was really cool. And lastly is an album by a band called Young and Heartless, and it is called Stay Away. And the record is clear with this purple circle in the middle. It's a crappy circle, but I don't know. That's what it looks like. Okay guys, so that was my colored vinyl collection updated. I know my first video was of colored vinyl, but I think it turned out terrible and I just wasn't happy with it. The sound quality is terrible, so I figured I'd redo it. If you have any questions about these, comment below. I don't mind answering any of them. Sorry if that was kind of rushed. I didn't want to make this video like 45 minutes long. And I will link my full record collection below, as well as my old colored vinyl collection, which I will not be taking down, but I just don't like it as much. And I'll link my vinyl Instagram account where I post pictures of all of these, as well as my standard black presses. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope this was somewhat interesting to you. I love watching colored vinyl videos and vinyl collections anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!